gets the frick all the way in here right now. Right now. You heard what I'm saying. Right now. Happy Friday! We haven't done it yet. We haven't done it yet. We've still got Friday to go, but we're on our way. The end is in sight. We can do this. We can get to the weekend, and if you work the weekend, okay, slay. I used to work the weekend myself. I know the pain. Sorry about that. I can't help it. I don't make the rules. Happy, happy. Hope yous are good. We're here for another very exciting action go time mission. Playing more Nekketsu KOUHA KUNIO-KUN. Why does it say 1989? It's 1986. You It's been half asleep when I read that. Man. Yes, we're playing like the first beat 'em up ever made again. Let's go. Also, we're gonna do a Japanese lesson. So look at this. Let's learn Japanese, right? I reckon. See this second symbol here. I reckon that means hot-blooded. I've just got a natural instinct with these things. Just, an affinity for like language and all of this. I don't know. I think it's fascinating the way like Japanese and like other similar languages, they'll contain like a phrase or like a meaning within a symbol rather than like excuse me, our words are all built up of like characters. They'll have like one quote unquote character mean something. Not always, but sometimes. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But it's fascinating. It's a 5 stream streak from Cat Peasant and it's Friday. Mash that button. Burn that cute reindeer. Hell yeah. Happy, happy, mate. Okay, we're going to get going in a sec. On this channel, we don't fuck about any. It's definitely up there. I'm not going to lie to you, Cat Peasants, because I prefer honesty and I value honesty very highly. I'm not going to tell you it's the highest anyone's ever seen, but it's incredibly high, and I'm very honored that you would spend that many streams in this hellhole. What an absolute privilege it is to have you. It's with the special prize for Cat Peasants. Oh, baby. There we go. All right, gamers. Now, I think it was Fuchsia who explained some of the story of this game yesterday that I didn't know. And I think it's very charming. So basically, Kunio-kun transferred. Why have I just whistled then like that fucking weirdo off Family Guy? Transferred from a new school, and there was a kid in this school getting bullied, and he like defended him. I think that's such a nice story because I love it when people protect the vulnerable. And also, I love the idea of like no one knew him, and they're like, "Who's the new guy?" And he's like the ultimate badass. Fucking hells yeah. So, without further ado, there's only one, two, three, four. There's 5 levels. Let's kick some ass.
3, 2, 1, go!
You tried going. Lots of voices in this game. You got red hair, kid. You got no chance. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. I'm sorry, it's just my genetics. I can't help it. Quick, run. Who's the new kid? Nobody picks on a redhead in my town. Except me. Oh, double. Oh, wait, no, not a double whammy. Okay. We got rid of both the. Got rid of both the weapon wielding ball dudes in one go. Uh-oh. Boss is here already. So yeah, you are looking at the original beat 'em up. Some people say Kung Fu or Kung Fu Master, as it was, I think, known on the NES. Oh no, it was Kung Fu Master in the arcade, I think, and on the NES it was Kung Fu. Some people say that's the original beat 'em up, and I can see the argument, but I don't know if I agree. Because that one, it's like, why has this guy got infinite health? He must have been, that guy on the right, he must have been hit like 5 trillion times. And he just wasn't bothered. Yeah, I can see the argument for Kung Fu being a beat 'em up, but I don't know if I agree. It's a difficult one to genre-ize, that one, because it's kind of like at a time where genres weren't established and conventions were just being made. I don't know how you would classify that, but I'm not sure beat 'em up is how you'd say it. I mean, I don't think you grab enemies. I don't think you rail on enemies. There's no Z-axis. It's all on one plane. Thanks, Nightbot. Just what I needed to start me Friday. Uh-oh, here's Dickhead. So is this guy, like, so these, I think these are your schoolmates. But, like, they're probably in a gang. And they're like, hey, you were picking on my redhead friend. What up, new kid? Pick on you in a minute if you don't pipe down. Come and try it. Huh? Who do you think you are, kid? KUNIO-KUN, you absolute cunt. Whoa, this kid's got balls. I like balls. Oh, I'm sorry, new kid, but I'm gonna have to tell my gangmates about this. You're not gonna get away with it. And then, hey, you got red hair. I'm gonna kick your ass. It happened again. Oh, so that's me chasing after them for picking on me mate. Okay. Outside school. So this is after school. I told you after school my biker gang's gonna get you for what you did at the train station on the way home yesterday. Or whatever. That's the story. I'm making the story up as I go now. Better be careful because we wear TMNT headbands. Before TMNT even existed, that's how cool we are. You can, if you mash the buttons correctly as well, you can kind of do the. I'll do it now. Watch. See? Did you see that? Have some of it. Some slags. Come on, I'm ready to do it. So these guys have got razors, I think. Either that or like some sort of pink little weird thing that they're carrying. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that. On right here. It's odd. I wish you could like do the kick all the time, but you can only do it when there's someone behind you. Because the kick's freaking awesome. Oh, here's Dickhead. And he does a roundhouse kick as well. That took, like, there's at least 2 extra frames of animation in that roundhouse kick. They could have just, extra life graphics, could have just reused, you know, everybody else's kick. No. You what? The only way I know to consistently damage the fucking bosses is to flying kick. I'm slightly diagonal. 21 seconds. 19. Uh-oh. Yeah, baby. My god, he even beat the biker gang. Wait till my girlfriend hears about this. So what's the story behind this bit then? So, even the girls at school pick on me, redhead mate. Yoshihisa, did Mark say his name was? You're gonna be a virgin forever. Ugh. Hey, nothing wrong with that. He's saving himself. Yamiro equals stop. I nearly said that's what she said. That's really bad. Don't joke about that. Oh god. Don't end by a gang of broads. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Got dickhead involved. You have to kind of sort of do a diagonal dance with this one. You've also got to be mindful of time. God. Handbags, too many handbags. Problem with society these days, too many handbags. Will wind up haymaker punches. I think his moveset in general is like way ahead of its time. Like if you play a beat 'em up, it wasn't like they made one game and then eventually like incorporated things over time. This is the first one, and it has got so many of the conventions of beat 'em ups nailed. Like if you play a beat 'em up, if you release a beat 'em up in 2026, it has to have the grab and knee. It has to have the throw into your enemies. Flying kick will instantly knock down. This even has things that most beat 'em up don't have. Oh god, we've run out of time. What a fucking rig. Absolute rig. Travesty. It even has things that beat 'em ups don't have, like, pounding people on the ground. Which is my recommended position. Misuzu. Like, how many games let you, climb on top of a woman and punch her in the face? Not that there's there is something wrong with that. Don't do it, but like, you know what I mean? I admire the balls on these women. Okay, here's dickhead, let's go. You've got to be fast because time goes by so quickly. When she falls down, it seems like a good thing, but it's actually eating me time. So what's the story with these? Are these like the girlfriends of the biker gang? And like the girlfriends, in typical real life fashion, the girls are actually the tough ones. And the fellas are like, I'm gonna tell my missus on you. If she hears about this, she's gonna whip your ass. God, I fucked it up right at the end. Yes! Okay. Right, now these are the ones that kill you instantly. They just stab you and then you're dead. There's no going to hospital. He stabbed redhead boy! Hey, nobody stabs my redhead friend. Okay, here we go. Gotta be careful here, because one stab. And it's all over. You shouldn't flying kick them when they're grouped together like that, because you'll knock one down and the other one. The other one will get you. Need to separate them. No! Last level! Let's go! I feel like there was extra enemies on the US one. Okay, here he is. Hugh Hefner himself. Hey. You're not a woman with big tits. Goddamn right, Hugh. It's nightmare. Fuck! He was quick off the mark there. I felt like he wasn't really lined up with me. Does it let me play again? Where's my extra life? Huh? Is it because I didn't press start? Maybe you do have to put another credit in. I didn't die before, did I? That was my first death, wasn't it? Change times in KUNIO-KUN town. Thanks very much for looking into this, Mark. I appreciate it. Sabu bastard. So yeah, I think these are your schoolmates. But I think they're like loosely associated with the guy. I reckon Greece has got an influence on this. When did Greece come out? I think it was yeah, either late 70s, early 80s. But I think yeah, the film Grease, 78. Has had an influence on this. Except like real Giga Chads, there's no Cassandra, and not Cassandra, there's no Sandra. Sandy, I mean, God. Oh, there's no bit where KUNIO-KUN goes, he's too much of a hot-blooded male to go, God. Right, Kunio, in this scene, just before you hit the highest note that any man has ever reached, we need you to go, like, no way, man. What I will say though is the controls on this are not, as much as I love the moveset, I love the story. The controls, it's in that arcade era where proper gameplay was still a bit of a mythical beast, and it's not very responsive. It's a bit clunky. So if you are going to play it, be prepared. It's a bit stiff. Come on, guys, I'm right here. I need them to get either side of me. Just go like that. God, I'm not even killing them. You don't have time to get the knees in. Extra life graphics. What's his name? Tekken guy. Saw this auto crouch and was like, I'm gonna put that in every game. Computer goes high. I mean, if the player goes high, computer should auto crouch every time. Except the developers of Renegade were like sensible enough to be like, no, the computer should crouch sometimes, but not all the time. Nah, Tekken guy was like, no, all the time. Especially if you've done a throw. Why am I not kicking? I run out of time here, I swear to God. Okay, we're still gonna run out of time, I think. Oh, that was tight. Let's go. The chain girls a lot weaker. Okay, here we go. Figured this strat out myself, by the way. Playing the US one. Blood, sweat, and rabies. Oh god, how are all three of them on the... Okay. Yeah, so the enemy does like to get either side of you, which does help with this strat that I'm not being able to do. I need you to stop punching, mate. Oh my god. Look at that girl in the poster. Oh, baby. Come on. Yes. Have some of that, you slack. Look at these enemies wearing royal blue colours on a royal blue background. It's like this game was made by Scarlet. Get the frick in here, Nocturne. Happy Friday, kid. Hope you're well. Okay, these guys stab you once. Do you ever play these games, Nocturne? Oh, he nearly had me. Hey. Dragon Kid. Welcome. Never played these. Me either until stream time. Oh, he's fucking got a lot of bullets, man. No way! I did a kick! Shit. Okay, so I've got to press something on this next screen. fell on his knife. The most rigged thing I've ever seen. No! Rip. This is the sound Kunio-kun makes when getting shot in the eye, in the arse. Yeah, my friends beat up this guy's friends, so I shot this guy. It's not a big deal. No, I think... Yeah, I think these are school bullies, but they're connected to a gang. You're the new kid in school, which I think adds a really cool dynamic to the story. Because they don't know how much of a badass you are. You're just like the new kid. The new kid wants to defend ginger balls. What are you gonna do, new kid? And then the new kid's like, I'm a fucking badass. I don't know who you're messing with. He walks faster than my bullets. Why didn't he just walk out the way? I feel like it's partly on him. Kunio-kun without the T. We don't put the T on the end. Welcome in, son of a Twitch. Happy Friday, mates. Hope you're good. Never need a man in the balls in the pale moonlight. Is there actually? What did we learn, Timmy? When you do a jump kick, don't fall on knives or bullets because it hurts. It doesn't just hurt, Timmy. It'll kill you. Oh, I don't want to die. Stop being such a bitch, Timmy. We talked about this. Wait, so it's actually like, you mean like it used the story as its basis, or it's actually Kunio-kun, the TV show? Kunio, a delinquent student, is transferred to Nekketsu High School and does the sacred white uniform, making him a target for all the other delinquent gang. Oh, all the others don't wear the white uniform. That's another dynamic I didn't realize. That's cool. So even on his, he was going to a new school where you're always nervous. You're thinking, no one's gonna like me, and then he was badass enough to like dress differently. What a fucking legend. What else did we learn, Timmy? That Scarlet is the best gamer ever, and that her Royal Blue Gaming Princess skills are unmatched, and that she's the best ever. And that one day, we're gonna see Ocean jiggle like never before. Okay, too far, Timmy. Keep that between you and your friends. It's gonna be HD, Mom. I never really do the run and the move because I think it's not consistent, but I'm glad it's there. But you can do a run and attack, especially Double Dragon. I played the NES Double Dragon. I never beat it, but Double Dragon, as much as I'm aware of it, and I've played a good bit of the first one. That's a franchise that is more on my list, but you can't deny the impact that game had, and that this game had on the beat 'em up genre and games in general. This is like the template for all beat 'em ups, and I think Kishimoto, who died just the beginning of the month, sadly, I think his impact on the game and industry isn't properly recognized. Is that what it is? I knew. I knew that Kunio-kun was loosely based on him, but I didn't know that like he was actually he got into fights in school and it was like that close. That's cool. Yeah, Double Dragon was better than this, but this was, you know, the basis, and this has got a lot of moves that you don't even see in a lot of modern beat 'em ups. This is the templates for everything. It is a little bit clunky, but I think the character's charming. Yeah, actually happened. Everybody says it didn't happen, but I was there. Everyone clapped. Best day of my life. Hey, this guy's got red hair. No one picks on him. Mine's dyed red, you idiot. I'm not a natural ginger. Oh, yeah. So, looking up the games that in the future in this franchise, the next one after River City Ransom technically is there's a Game Boy version, or like there's a Game Boy kind of pseudo sequel to River City Ransom, but it was released in the West as Double Dragon 2, and it had like the sprites and backgrounds changed to more fit the Double Dragon universe, but it's actually just a palette swap of this, but on the Game Boy. So that's a weird one. I don't know whether the computer's going to mandate that we play Double Dragon first before we can do that one. The computer loves that kind of thoroughness. Here she is, Big Bertha, that's what I'm going to call her. Mark's already give us a name, but we don't need that. This is the only way you can defeat her, by the way. If you do anything else, she'll just knock you over. Run out of time. Yeah, River City Ransom was again way ahead of its time. But even without the RPG elements, this was. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's known as street gangs in Europe, and it's known as, well, in Japan, it's downtown Nekketsu Majigiri KUNIO-KUN. Yeah, I didn't know about River City Ransom until, like, internet days, because it wasn't that well known in my parts. I think if it had had a different name, it might have been more. Or maybe because it was an RPG, and we weren't allowed to enjoy RPGs till FF7 came along. Penis. Love penis. 3, 2, we've lost. Want to be popular? Oh my god. Are you one of the popular kids? Sure am. Shorty, absolute legend, said a naughty word. What's he like? Can't believe it. Welcome in, Shorty. Happy Friday, mates. It's frickin' Friday. Not Freaky Friday, it's frickin' Friday. There's a sort of rhythm you can get into with this, which I'm not doing. It's not, mates. How dare you be disrespectful? Learn the law. This is the white uniform at school, and only absolute badass giga. Well, it's basically the nerd uniform. All the cool kids wear blue. But then one kid wears white and he's getting bullied. He's also got red hair. That might be a factor. And Kunio-kun's the new kid in school. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to wear the white uniform as well. Don't pick on my redhead mate. And I think that's fucking sick. I love that narrative. What an absolute badass. Ginger-kun. Yeah, so we know what team Shorty would have been on. Is she gonna just ghost me the whole level now? Nope, we got it. Have some of that, you slag. Hiroshi is a high school student who has always been bullied. One day there's a new kid at school. It's Kunio. Kunio is a passionate guy who can't stand bullies, and he and Hiroshi quickly become good friends. But one day, Hiroshi is kidnapped. Thus begins Kunio's adventure to save his friend. I mean, I don't see him getting kidnapped, I see him getting stabbed. Which we're about to witness. If you're sensitive to stabbing graphics, look away now. But it's because he wears the white uniform and he's got red hair. So Kunio-kun wears the white uniform as well. Because he's a fucking ultra giga chad. I'm not doing the flying kick, which is a liability. Yeah, my mum's a ginge. And I get it. Bit of ginge in me beard. Wears white and has red hair from a distance. He looks like a match. Alright, here we go. Last level. This Hugh Hefner was the boss of the school gang. Who knew? Right, okay. Thanks, Mark. He's quick at lining up with you, this guy. But I think if you bait him to shoot at you, then he's going to stand still for a few frames then. No! Oh. Crouching bastard hidden tiger. It even makes a sound when the gun hits the wall. 30 seconds, we're not gonna do it. Fucking punch him! Oh, we did it, gamers! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, look, all of the white uniform gang. That's different to on the ending, because so the Western release of this, they were like, because Americans, not Americans, but American culture, in a nice way, can be a bit insecure about showing weakness, or perceiving yourself to be not the ultimate badass. So the idea of marketing, you're a school kid in a school uniform, the American marketing team was like, no way, that's not happening. You need to be a badass gangster, and you're gonna fight to defend your friends on it. No way, that's the gayest thing I ever heard. You're gonna fight to rescue the girl. So they changed it in America, where you're fighting gangs and you're rescuing your girlfriend. And that was the ending that I'd previously seen. You rescue the girl. So all your schoolmates clapping you, and you're shaking hands with your mate who you defended. Never seen that ending before. Incredible scenes. You found all your friends. That's true. It is super gay. It is super gay. Get the frick in here, cup. Happy, happy. I hope you're good, mate. A blue robot with a cannon arm? No, Americans will hate that. Instead, it's a man in a blue outfit holding a gun. I love that. They put a pistol in Mega Man's hand. Like, an arm cannon? That's gay. Give him a gat. I mean, when did RoboCop come out? Maybe, maybe there was a bit of riding on the coattails of that to the design. Shaking hands with your mates or saving the girl. I rest my case. I mean, in you know today's times, we know that shaking hands with your mates is well more heterosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with anything that's not heterosexual. But back in the 80s, touching another man's skin, that was gay. You got to rescue the girl. Right, let's try and do loop two. If there is a loop two, it might just loop. RoboCop was 87, 8. Okay, well, Mega Man was 87 as well. So I wonder what. It's probably unrelated, wasn't it? That's what I mean, Shorty. We know this now, but back then it was a different time. Open mouth kisses for the boys. Firm handshakes for the girls. That's the Ultra Giga Chad straight man way. In fact, what we should probably do, depends on what time it is, maybe play the NES version. Because we've got a couple of corrections to make before we can progress this series. First of all, we need to play this, and then the NES version of this. But we also need to play Renegade on the Spectrum, because we played Target Renegade without playing Renegade. The computer's not happy with us, and it said it's going to write us a letter telling us how not happy it is. No, I'm not getting a letter off the computer, Shorty. Not for you, but anyone. But there's a... Have you ever played the sequel to River City Ransom, where it's like, it's meant to be a play? It's Japan only. No, not the SNES. I know that there's a sequel on the SNES, but there's a Japan only NES sequel where it's like a play. Monogatari or something like that. I know you can't really say that these days. Nekketsu, Kunio-Kun, Monogatari, something. But it looks very similar to River City Ransom, except for like the setting. But I'm interested in the SNES one as well. That looks cool. I think there are translation patches for these games these days. Yeah, I'll dig a link out for you, mate, or a video or something after the stream, but it looks interesting, and I think for anyone who's a lover of River City Ransom, definitely worth a look. It looks very similar. But again, you're wearing like, it's the setting of it's meant to be a play, and you're wearing outfits like, you know, you're doing theatre, so that's why it didn't get released in America, because that's doing theatre, that's proper gay. Super Mario Brothers 3. Meanwhile, oh yeah, that's like got the curtains coming down. But Mario, you know, playing Super Mario 3 is like the pinnacle of manliness, as we know. Weird that Shorty is also the pinnacle of manliness, but doesn't like Mario 3. Never quite realised the contradiction there. Oh, they got me? I didn't realise my health was that low. Oh look, yeah, so you can tell it's the second loop because you get like double. He kneed me in the balls, instant KO. Stabbed in the chest, shot in the face. Ha, whatever, dickhead. Kneed in the balls. You've killed me. Weak spot. How did you know? Q, now you're a man song. Not only any beard, one of the finest beards any man has ever grown. River City handsome. Whee. And there's no better way to see that face than by going to twitch.tv/shortystraw. A real a real manly adventure for your Nintendo Wii. Hey, you got red hair and you're wearing a white uniform. Fact. What should we do? I didn't anticipate eating it this soon. What's the date today? The 11th. Bye, you Billy. We're going to leave the timer paused because otherwise we're going to lose our actual time of completion. See, look at these guys. That's why they're so angry that they carry sticks, because they look not unlike Shorty. Now they just want to just hate the world. Downtown Special KUNIO-KUN Historic Period Drama. Is that it? Yes, mates, that is the one. Historical period drama. I've only seen brief footage of it myself, and I hardly know it. I was just looking up what would be next in the series and doing some research. It's got a re-release on PS. We don't care about that, but that's good to know. So it'll be translated, I guess, or was it still Japan only? Is it an RP? Is it partly RPG, or is it more just pure beat 'em up? Because there's also a Game Boy one, which in the West was released as Double Dragon 2, but it was like, it's just a palette swap. It's actually a KUNIO-KUN game, like a River City Ransom type game. But again, it was like school kids fighting to protect their friend. Americans aren't gonna go for that. Change it. You're a man. Love Rod. Because I've been uploading all the VODs to YouTube, I've been getting reminiscent of big fannies. We had some good times. We will have some good times again. Once Jig stopped globe trotting. Shorty, I'm still anticipating what your choice is going to be. Once you've seen fannies, you never go back. People thinking these Americans are dumb idiots. We need to make it dragon on the double. Dragons on the double. I mean, marketing has always been dumb. It's not Americans' fault. Well, yeah, I'll show you. This game even invented reuse. Look, I'll show you. Oh, really? Cap, I thought that was Cap, isn't it? Mark, that'd be epic. Why is it no longer available, bastards? Why would they do such a thing? Like, hey, we made a game. You want to buy it? Yes, please. Unlucky. That doesn't make any sense. It probably, yeah, it will be if you already own it, which I don't. Expiration of a licensing agreement. See, this is why emulation is king. Licensing agreement bastards. Like when I play Final Fight, I don't want to have generic soda can. I want Coke and Pepsi. When I play Turtles Arcade, I don't want generic pizza brand. I want Pizza Hut. According to Mark, it's gone. Due to licensing agreement, the game's no longer on sale. Shorty living in a utopia. And chicken in an oil drum? What? Oh, yeah. But it's unbranded chicken, so they get away with that one. Oh, it's only just been gone this year. Fuck. That looks like a cool game as well. Buccaneers Fjord. Took me a sec there. God, I haven't been on there in a while. Wait, why are you pirating our games? That's really bad. Gave you no choice. I agree. I also think, well, it probably is technical. I think theft is kind of the wrong word to use anyway, because theft implies taken from somebody else so that they don't have it anymore, which isn't a thing with digital. And also, in cases where the developers are you know, unrelated and aren't going to see a penny. Look at that, we timed out because they took too long getting off screen. In cases where, so that's one argument, and also in cases where the developers aren't going to see a penny, I think again, morally, it's not even that bad. You wouldn't steal a Mercedes, would you? When it's a physical product where you're taking it from somebody else, I think obviously that's theft. That's bad. When it's a digital product where you're just getting a copy and nobody loses, it still can be bad. You know what I mean? Developers sometimes work really hard and publishers rinse them, and the game might not be selling well and all kinds of things like that. So, you know, you've got to measure it up based on the particular thing, but I don't think it's not theft, whichever way you look at it. And in some cases, I think it's morally righteous. not all. Oh, download a car in a heartbeat. I love his kick, like how far it reaches. And I just like the feel. Sort of the game feel when you connect. I've also done pirates just because I was broke. I mean, that's another aspect of it. If you're not going to be able to afford to buy these games, and there's been plenty of times with me, and especially with music, where I couldn't afford something or I was not going to buy it. I pirated it, learned that I loved it, and then it's made me a fan, and I've gone on to buy things later on. So, like, you know, my purchasing journey happened because of the piracy. Take that, Metallica. I mean, I still think... Look, the same thing's happened again. Time out. A week before it released, you naughty boy. Okay, we're gonna have a quick go of the... I don't think I've got the NES one, actually. But we sort that for next time. We'll just keep going. Everyone loves seeing the same game over and over again. Everyone loves seeing Ginger get beaten up. But the NES one, on the Western version of NES Renegade, had a different second half. Well, there was a motorbike level, which was kind of reprised in Might and Rage, which was nice. And then there was there's like a maze level where you've got to choose a door, and depending on what door you choose, you're either going to get closer to the end or get sent back on yourself, and there's all different branching paths. I wonder if the Japanese one has got that as well. Being a lifelong PC gamer, the concept of actually buying your games was completely foreign. I recognise that, you know, that Amiga X copy, is it? That's like burned into my brain. I never had an Amiga, but I've seen it. I mean, I had a chipped PlayStation. You don't pay for games, and when you do, they're normally very cheap. I mean, if you're buying AAA games, then A, that's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And B, don't do it because they're normally bad. But if you're buying, like, if you wait a bit, they're normally on sale. They're dirt cheap. I was bothering to knee him when I was going to throw him in the water anyway. Extra life. Honestly, I think the last AAA game I bought near launch time was Skyrim. When did that come out? Fucking 60s. Oh, he nearly threw me in the water there. But every time, like, it's not even like it's not a principled decision. Like, I'm not supporting AA Studios anymore. Not unlike that. I mean, it could. I agree with that sentiment, but it's not even that. It's literally they all look boring and they all look the same. If something come along that genuinely enticed me, I would consider doing it. But nothing. There's nothing. Elden Ring tickled a bit, and I considered it. But then I was like, I've only played Dark Souls 1, and I would rather like play 2 and 3, and Bloodborne and Sekiro before we get to Elden Ring. Because I'm a patient gamer. But even that, I was like, nah. But yeah, but Baldur's Gate was kind of an exception in the case of it was a AAA done right. And it was different. It wasn't first person, brown, FPS, live service, bollocks. Baldur's Gate was AA, as far as I know. I mean, you could make that argument. Welcome in, Kramit. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, mate. We're playing the origins of beat 'em up. The origins. Everyone's gonna laugh at me now. Origins. Oh my god, in that door it says Dodon. Is that where Dodonpachi is getting developed? Stand still, yes. I'm gonna run out of time again. But I've never played any of the Baldur's Gate games either, so I wasn't gonna go for that. Yes. Like, it's like in between A and AAA. I just don't know what we'd call it. Yeah, just kind of like an in-between A and AAA kind of game. We'll call it 8.5. You're so smart, Mark. I actually think this level is made more difficult in the US version, because I fly through this level every time on the Japan one. Look at his eyebrow as he walks. Obviously gunshot. Oh, that's a rig. Gunshot sounds have come a long way since these times. The gunshot sounds like a wet fart. No! I got greedy. Hugh Hefner. He's done me again. Cat Peasant bought 20 million copies. That explains it. That makes sense. And thanks for... Mark is our Japanese translator, by the way. We're very grateful for. That looks like an onion. Is end. Story is end. You can feel the strength welling up inside you. I'd be proud to sell one copy. How is your game going, Nocturne? Or are you working on more than one? Give us a progress update. And also, if you ever want people to demo test it for you, put it in the Discord. Oh shit! Time is for shut up now. Whatever. What do you mean whatever's in the outro? Supposed to be a super fan? Ready? Aria, your mom. Get off me, shit. Translated. I hope so. I would expect that, to be honest, yeah. He's a good lad. Hey, leave ginger nuts alone. Still working on it, getting close to finish the plan phase of it, then I can start what will be along figuring out doing the art for the... Oh, okay, so still in the planning phase. Fair enough, mate. Well, it's inspirational and good luck. You can do it. Just making up numbers now, but 95.9952% of successful projects, it's just determination. That's the deciding factor. Determination and belief. That's where most people drop off. Just remembered that before Five Nights at Freddy's came Fart Hotel. Oh. So glad we don't do nominations anymore. Imagine that game got nominated. Grom would have a fucking heart attack. You'd have to give a on-screen warning. It's a mobile game. I'm not opposed to mobile games, they're just... Uh-oh. Most of them are just complete bollocks. But if there was a good one that's worth a look, and we could emulate it, I would... I think I'd go emulation. I wouldn't... Not gonna actually... Well, maybe that's rigging it, isn't it? Maybe you've got to play on the phone to get the proper experience. Be a fun time set up the street, he said sarcastically. But yeah, I mean, I think mobile gaming in general, I don't like. And especially the way it's influenced the market and the way game developers have kind of fucked off proper development to make, you know, mobile bollocks. I'm not saying I support that. But what I am saying is just because a game's medium happens to be the mobile doesn't necessarily, you know, 9 times out of 10 it means it's going to be bollocks. But it's possible for a good game to be on mobile. And if it is a good game, or if it's a game that's historically significant, I'm willing to entertain streaming it if we can. So I hope that opinion was nuanced enough for you to understand, and we can put the pitchforks down and all live in peace. Come on, where's Big Bertha? Yeah, 99.999952. I like that you've re-quoted that number. I agree. Q supports friendly business practices and mobile games publishers 100%. Heard it here first. unfollowing. Oh wait, I already wasn't following. Listen, love. Wrong way, huh? You're crazy. Get the frick out of here, Grom, lads. Happy Friday, mates. Friday. Grom probably is going to work the weekend. So. Sorry about that, mate. Hope you're good. Just been talking about you. Don't know whether you heard it. Oh, you called in sick? Hell yeah. I mean, I hope you're alright, but like, hell yeah, I need to do some calling in sick. Because our work just is a dickhead, and they've got no appreciation for my time or effort. Running out of time. Well, Ingram, just stream all day, mate. Oh, we've run out of time again. Also, Mark said that the game before Five Nights at Freddy's was like Fart Hotel or something like that, and I was like, the Good Job nominations isn't a thing anymore because we'd be playing that, and then I was like, if we played that, then Grom would have a heart attack. We'd have to put up a warning before the stream, like, you with caution. Thinks it'd kill me if I did that. What? Just took a sickie. Fucking kill her then. Work aids. Sometimes you just got to take time off because work is aids, and it's nothing wrong with it. If work wasn't aids, then I would be against that. Girl horse racing, like in an old baby way. Oh shit, we've killed all of the... We can't kill this woman now. Like, she's literally impossible to hit. Look, without being able to do the kick. Look, you hit her once and she just knocks you down. She just knees you or slaps you. This is it, we're fucked. Literally, you've got to have some enemies around, otherwise she's impossible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave it there. Yes, we are, Grom, and his name is in the stream title. How dare you? Partly because of that. Partly because we're in between campaign mode and we need to, you know, we're in between mode. So this is the Japanese version of the one we played, which helps us unlock more of the Kunio-Kun, aka River City Ransom series, as opposed to Renegade, which will not take us down that path as much. Can't wait for the rebooted arcade mode. We're not, yeah, rebooted arcade mode. We haven't had nominations in about 2 years. First time we do rebooted arcade mode, Nocturne's gonna go, I would nominate, but there's no point. New rule, no more jank. No, I mean, I'm not even saying that nomination. I'm not saying arcade mode or nominations are coming back. We don't know what's happening yet. I look forward to seeing the sparkle in everyone's eyes as all of their nominations are selected. Imagine. Everyone's favorite game. You promised, Quantum. All you gotta do is ring that smash bell and your favorite game. Wait! This isn't my favorite game at all! Oh. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, too late now. The new law of me controlling Nightbots from the shadows, yeah, I'd better make sure that they play Jank Rabies. Otherwise, they're gonna know I've been in control the whole time. Little did you know. Like that's why Nocturne's always like, "Oh, I'm not gonna nominate because I never win." It's because he doesn't want to get like he doesn't want to expose himself. Yeah, Nocturne's Mr. X looking over the city. He has to say these kind of lines to muddy the waters. Did you make me laugh? You did make me laugh. I was being a knob for the sake of being a knob. That soon for a two engine made me chuckle, mate. I mean, I was only having a laugh as well, but it really pissed me off. The Cold Max 2 beat Gunstar Heroes. What the fuck? Um, Shining Force 2 vs Streets of Rage 2. That's more of an even one. I did end up siding with Shining Force 2 in the end, like Shorty, Giga Chads unite, but Golden Axe 2 over Gunstar Heroes. I can't. Golden Axe 1 is a cool game. Golden Axe 2 is a palette swap and different levels. It's proper lazy. Not saying that makes it a bad game, but Gunstar Heroes is a genuinely phenomenal video game. The only reason it doesn't win is because it's not called Sonic the Gunstar Hero. Then everyone would go, "This is the world's best game." Yeah, there has been, and I know it's just par for the course. That's the way it goes with these votes. Like democracy, what was it? Winston Churchill said, "Democracy, fucking shit, mate." That's something like that. Been several zones. Noms should have the back of me that plays John Street Race 2 open. He had a mouth on him. Yeah, he's like, I think that was an exact quote actually. Democracy, fucking load of shit. That means that was. You can quote me on that, and that's what he said. That wasn't me saying that. That was him saying it. That's a quote as well. I think his actual quote, the one I'm referring to anyway, was something like "Democracy is the worst system except for all the others," something like that. But it's just funnier. I like laughing. I don't know about yous. I like laughing. I think it's good. So yeah, that was Kunio-Kun. That was Nekketsu KOUHA Kunio-Kun. I think Nekketsu is the high school. KOUHA I think might be hot-blooded. I think it's called hot-blooded male Kunio-Kun at his high school. That's yeah. Because it's yeah. Basically the game that invented beat 'em ups. This. So if you like Streets of Rage 2, you need to show some respect. Hot-blooded tough guy Kunio. Well, isn't Nekketsu? I thought Nekketsu was the high school. I'm sure I read that somewhere. I didn't make it up. But maybe that's not. Maybe that's hot-blooded. Um, I love that. Like he he makes a series about like based on himself, and he's like, "What should I call the video game series based on myself? How about Ultra Giga Chad Sexy Boy?" And then it goes on to be a smash hit. He's like, "It was a joke. Now I've got to call every game Ultra Giga Chad Sexy Boy." Ultra Giga Chad Sexy Boy 22. Can't we change the name? No way. We built up a following. It was just a joke, goddammit. But yeah, this game anyway, and Kishimoto definitely deserve more respect and recognition in the history of video game story. Absolutely. So it was a pleasure to go through this again. Thank you and rest in peace. It was like Steven Seagal made a game series. No way. Don't associate that. Different kettle of fish entirely. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for being here. It's Friday. It's fucking Friday. We did it. No, we nearly did it. We nearly did it. Praise be to Evan. I hope you have an awesome Friday and look after yourselves very much. Good things to you and all of that. Who should we raid? Oh, Kingsfield. Let's watch the Proto Dark Souls. Good arrows is end exactly, mates. You can't explain that. Okay, take care. Have a good one. Peace out. See you soon. What? You better bet 5. Possibly. It's now safe to shut down Riggery. Alright, peace out all. Good luck. Have fun.